Hey moguls, it's Dr. T here, and I'm coming to you with another mogul upgrade. It is definitely a great moment to mogul on up into your higher mogul reality where you can create your empire, your transformative dynasty, live out a higher destiny, and leave a legacy. And today we're going to take a step toward that by doing an important mogul upgrade that is all about how to activate your own amazing human design system through higher frequency. Okay, moguls. So, as a reminder, I am Dr. Tracy Thomas. I am the mogul reality maker, helping you on your quantum transformational process so you can rapidly transform in a very rapidly changing reality. So, let's unlock the $1 trillion operating system that is within you. Okay, moguls, because whether you've heard of human design or not, your human design operating system is not just some chart with some facts and figures on it. It's actually a frequency based supercomputer coded for prosperity and power and purpose. And the only thing missing is the higher activation of it through higher frequency. So let's do this upgrade and really walk through this shift. First, we got to understand that you are technology. I know we like to romanticize, we're human, we're this, we're persons, we're man, we're women, we're blood, whatever, whatever, whatever. We have been programmed with this romantic narrative about what it is to be human, and I'm here to invite you to the reality that whatever it is that you choose to believe, humans are technology. We are literally tech. We are organisms within a larger organism. And you were built just like every part of yourself that was built with a specific, all these different aspects of you that were coded to do different things. The template is the same. You were born with a custom built human design operating system that is here to do certain things and make certain realities. Okay. And this is not some spiritual woo woo stuff. And that's just some old BS programming that whenever humans got to higher level awarenesses and consciousness, the power structure was like, oh, that's woo woo, that's mystical. All they did was cover up the multi-dimensional reality field and the truth of the multi-dimensional reality. Because your human design is not woo woo. This is an energetic operating system. And having done thousands of looking at people's charts after already knowing them and seeing exactly that they are a match for their operating system, but that most people are always living under their potential of it, it's real. So the next thing we got to do is recognize underachieving and underperforming, and that most people are only likely operating, if they're lucky, at 10% of what their human design system is capable of. This used to be said about the brain, but it's about your whole system because nothing is separate. We're operating barely at 10% because you've been programmed to be very small, very focused on survival, not focused on self-actualization, which is so sad. We were all just taught to survive rather than to ascend. Because why would they want us to do that and take the throne from all the people that have power over all of us? Right? And so why would they want us operating at 100%? They want us operating at 10% to just produce enough, be miserable enough not to have any strength to overthrow the situation. And that is because low frequency people keeps the power structure system able to extract off of you like the parasites that they are. Okay? And that's just part of a survival system. They are as programmed by it as anybody. These people who create things and make things that they know hurt people, men, women, children, and you've got to be a real effing sicko to do that, to make products that are hurtful and then put on your labels that they're helpful. You know, this is a really sick manifestation. It's pathology created by the survival frequency, which is why we got to get higher. So we got to move through this upgrade by raising our frequency. And when we raise it, we do that through higher intentionality, which is what I've been training our clients on and our audience on for many years. We move through the highest intentions, highest ambitions, highest goals and dreams, and it puts us in a higher frequency state of being. And then it starts to give us everything we need to create that reality, because that reality starts to come in us. It starts to unpack itself. It starts to give us the strategies. And what it does is it beautifully creates itself through us. And that is what was meant to inhabit us. High reality, not some low pathological parasites preying on humanity and just wanting the population to keep growing so they have more fresh meat to extract from. These are harsh truths, Mogul, but I know you know they're correct. So the other part of this upgrade is we got to merge with our purpose and these intentions. You have to become more powerful, magnetic, and energized through your intentions, because your intentions start to literally give you the fuel to create them. And this is what gets normalized. And then a life of intentionality puts you at a minimum in the fifth dimension of reality, rather than down in the with the masses in the low 3D, 2D reality. And you start to rise up through the frequency, through the dimensions, higher dimension, more expansion, more capacity. That's why billionaires like Mark Cuban can have like 400 companies or whatever he has at this point, because it's not about what they tell you it's about. It's about frequency and intentionality and the way it creates reality that can get infinitely expansive. And I really invite you to that. So your mogul move, moguls, is to go into the comments and write, I am activating my human design through high frequency. And let that circuitry start to connect with you now. Because as you say that, that reality, you now become one with it. You're not just saying it, you're not just typing it, you're becoming one with it. You're putting it into the world. The second you put it into the world, it's not just comments on a YouTube video. You're literally creating architecture of the world that now it can give back to you what you're saying you want. So let's get that circuitry going now. Make sure you hit like to make sure you let the universe know, I like this kind of upgrade. I like to move into a higher frequency. And I subscribe. Make sure you subscribe if you're not yet, to make sure that you are saying to the universe, I want circuitry between me and this mogul frequency, helping me upgrade my reality into a level of wealth, prosperity, and sovereignty, so that you stay in this mogul reality field and let this frequency, this mogul frequency and energy work for you every day that you make a relationship to it, where eventually it's just programmed into you. Right. And my clients will say, oh, I was doing something the other day and I felt frustrated and I started to think about what you would tell me. And then, now I start to think of that automatically. And that programming begins to take over and replace the shitty programming we all got from the enslaving parasites. Okay. So also in the description of this video, you can get your free human design chart. Click on that link, learn what your human design is, and you will know when you're sitting at the top of your frequency what your system will be able to create into reality and what it's worth. Because every human design system is worth a certain amount of creativity. Now we say money and all that, but it's worth a certain amount of creativity. And if we have to assign a value to it, currency wise, we can do that. But we're all given an assignment in this life, and it's in our human design system. You can also grab my best-selling books to reprogram your system. And you can check out the International Moguls Club and look at one of our mogul making, empire making, dynasty making, power couple making programs, and have that be a connection to what it is you want to achieve. All right, moguls, this is not passive learning. This is a full activation of you. So you can also check out the next video for a next upgrade to keep you immersed in the mogul energy. All right, thank you for choosing this upgrade, receiving it. Way to mogul on up, moguls, and I'll see you in the next one. All right, take care. Bye-bye.